Zab is just waiting to counter punch right now. He's waiting for that great opportunity.
Oh, and there's a low blow by
That was a low blow.
And Richard Steele pulls Zab Judah off of Floyd Mayweather Jr. And Mayweather is badly hurt by the low blow. And now Roger Mayweather wants to come after Zab. And now Leonard Ellerbe wants Yoel Judah. And a riot is going to break out in the ring. Law enforcement authorities in the ring to try to break it up. Bunch of hotheads in there. It's going to be up to the police and local security to try to stop the madness that is going on in the ring. Shades of Riddick Bowe and Andrew Galata.
Roger Mayweather triggered that, I believe, that Judah deliberately punched him low because he was taking such a savage beating.
Absolutely.
And that was the wrong thing for him to do. He will definitely be fined. He may be thrown out of the fight. I'm talking about Roger Mayweather triggering this fuss here, and unfortunately taking people's minds off the fact that Floyd Mayweather was doing a masterful job.
Brilliant.
In the ring.
Let's take a look at what happened. There's the low blow. And I'm afraid you can see why Roger Mayweather might have thought what he thought. And then he hit Floyd on the back of the head as well. So there's the body blow, which was right on the cup. Here's the right hand to the back of the head. And this is part of why Floyd Mayweather's uncle, Roger Mayweather, reacted the way he did. Yeah. What do you think, Lennox? Be honest. Was it an intentional low blow? Was that intentional?
Well, the punch in the back of the head was definitely intentional.
And a horrible foul, right?
Yeah, it's a bad foul. This is why you have to always protect yourself in boxing.
Yeah, and it's also a street move. If I can't beat you one way, I'll get you another way.
Well, if it was on purpose, it is as classless as anything we've seen from a fighter in recent years. And now, let's look at Roger Mayweather there. That's the reason why Roger Mayweather is going to be disqualified and taken away.
And then Yoel Judah
came across,
and that really ignited it.
And that's when Leonard Ellerbe, one of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s advisors, got into it with Yoel Judah.
Well, we have just learned, Jim, that Roger Mayweather has been thrown out of the corner.
5 seconds are remaining in round 10. When the fight resumes, 5 seconds will remain in round 10. And now the crowd's more excited than ever.
Well, they were observing for the last 4 or 5 rounds a one-sided massacre, and this got their juices flowing again.
And the two fighters touch gloves, which is a useful start toward whatever's going to happen next.
Now it's going to be on.
It is on. Be on, right?
It is on.
Larry Merchant with the winner, Mr. Pound for Pound, Floyd Mayweather.
Thank you, Jim. Congratulations, Floyd. First few rounds went differently than most of your fights. Why?
Well, you gotta realize, I knew Zab Judah was a front runner. But first of all, I want to thank God for this victory. Thank all the people who supports Floyd Mayweather. I knew Zab was a front runner.
What do you mean by that?
A front runner is he's strong for the first 6 rounds, and after that, he gas out.
So you were letting him go and just examining what he was doing and measuring him?
Relax and keep my composure. That was our game plan. We knew Zab was gonna come out strong. We was gonna relax, take our time, and stick to the game plan. Let's take him, deep and drown him. And if we didn't have no confrontation in the ring, the fight would have been over.
As you were beating him up in the middle and late rounds, he was talking. What was he saying to you?
We come from the same school. Call me a bitch, you a bitch. But he say what he say. I'm just happy to be 4-time world champion in 4 different weight classes.
Let's talk about this fight. Okay, we get late in the fight. You're cleaning him out. You're blooding his nose and his mouth. Did you think he went below the belt deliberately to get even with you?
I don't know. You know, I don't want to say anything bad about Zab. It was a great fight. He's a great fighter.
Do you think your uncle, your trainer, thought that, and that's why he got so excited?
My uncle already said he was going to do that.
He did?
My uncle said that 2 days ago. He said, you know, once you get the beating on him, he's going to do something dirty to cause a confrontation, and, you know, and we're going to have a problem. And we knew this was going to happen, but, you know, this is boxing. I just want to be a gentleman. I respect Zab Judah. I respect this camp. And tonight he made me respect this fight game, but I feel great. I just want to, you know, continue to beat the best they got out there.
Was he a little bit more solid and less odd and weird out there than you expected?
I hurt my hand in the fight. Actually, I hurt my right hand. That's why I wasn't using my right so much towards the end. I hurt my right hand early on in the fight. But I kept using it. I mean, you know, I went back to the corner. They said, keep using it, keep going to the body, keep breaking them down. And, you know, I wasn't using no power shots. Now, all I was doing was trying to break him down and punish him.
You said you wanted to punish him. You also said you wanted to knock him out. Are you disappointed you couldn't get him out of there?
I think I could have got him out of there if the confrontation, because that's when I was pressing harder. But, you know, the confrontation threw me out of my zone. I was in the zone. But once all that confrontation got going on in the ring, it threw me out of my zone.
So you just felt you'll just win the last 2 rounds, glide through it?
Yeah. Just box the last 2 rounds and just take the victory the best way.
Thank you very much. Congratulations against Floyd.
Thank you.
Jim? Thank you, Jim. Zab, give us your assessment of what went on in there tonight. You had the advantage after a few rounds, feel-out type of rounds, and then he seemed to dominate you once you got into the middle rounds.
Well, I mean, I'll take no credit. I mean, I make no excuses. First of all, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing me with the opportunity of being safe and coming out of this fight work. Second of all, Mayweather's a good fighter. He's quick. He got good hands, and you know, I make no excuses. He's a better guy tonight.
Your father was urging you to throw more punches throughout the fight.
Yeah.
Was he just too quick with his counter punches for you to let go?
No, I don't think that. I think that he was a very great defensive fighter. I think that, you know, for the defense, he kept a great tight defense, and that was good.
All right, tell us what happened when you hit him below the belt. I don't know if we have any footage here, but you describe what happened at that point.
Well, Larry, I'm not a dirty fighter, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to use dirty tactics to go in there and prove my thing, you know. I was aiming for the body, you know. It maybe was a little low, and that's why I came back with another shot, because I didn't feel that I did it on purpose. And when I did that, Roger jumped in, and the trainer took a swing at me. So I mean, you know, I'm a fighter. You know, I'm in the world title fight. My only reaction is to go ahead go. Then he was choking me in the corner. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the security had my arms, and he was choking me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I make no excuses. You know, May was a great fighter. Hope that down the line we could do it again, and that's it.
Do you feel that this fight, taking Mayweather the distance, redeemed the last fight and some of the other fights you've had in which you haven't been your best?
Well, I think so. I mean, you know, everybody knows me that know that, you know, I can fight. That's one thing that I do best. And, you know, I mean, Carlos Bordenay was a whole different bracket fighter. He's a great fighter himself. Take nothing from him. But, you know, at this fight, I was just mentally prepared for something different than I was for the New York fight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Larry.
Jim?